Hey everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. We're focusing on how to write a paragraph that hit the top band and result in you getting an A. And this video will show you how. Focus this time is on class and achievement. So you want to bag that A grade, you have excellent knowledge and understand, but what do you put in a paragraph that hits that top band? So firstly, let's have a look at a mark scheme to see exactly what you have to do. So this mark scheme is from paper 1 2018 and the 30 mark question is from class and educational achievement, and the question is apply material from item B and your knowledge, evaluate the sociological explanations of social class differences in educational achievement. So reading the descriptor for the top band, you need to have sound conceptually detailed knowledge of a range of relevant material, its sophisticated understanding of the question, that refers to the AO1. The AO2 is you are applying it accurately and with sensitivity to the issues raised by the question, so you're being very explicit to the class and also you're linking it explicitly to achievement. And then what I want you to see is this important bit at the bottom, which is the analysis and evaluation. It is developed through a discussion of the importance of the material or cultural factors and or the internal, external, or their relationship. So we're going to address some of these points in this video. Analysis is always clear and appropriate conclusions are drawn. So let's have a little bit of a look at the examiner comment from this paper before we look at the student answer. The examiner report is really useful for both teachers and students to really understand exactly what the examiners are looking for. And as you can see, the majority of students were getting into the 13 to 18 band, and this was really generally a quite well answered question. But I want to bring your attention to this little bit here. What did the very best students do? And what made the difference for those top band answers? Well, they had specific evaluation and they could identify and explain the links between factors. And they give an example here, the way language crosses over from the home background to the school. Or other examples could be about subcultures that are formed outside the school might lead into students forming subcultures within school, or you could look at how a student's habitus externally could then lead to a conflict within the values of the school and resulting in symbolic violence and things like that. So the better students were able to show how these factors interlinked or had that interrelationship. So let's have a little bit of a look at a student paragraph so you can start to see how you might answer this and do those skills. So let's have a look at a student answer. This is about the external factors, so clearly linked there, and early mention of the item, clearly reference, and it's talking about factors outside the schools, pupils' families, or the way in which they're socialised. We've got links to AO1 studies, so we've got a bit of theory here, cultural deprivation theory, and we've also got Bernstein and his linguistic skills. So this student explains that, showing good AO1 knowledge of what the linguistic skills are of both the middle class and the working class, and we have clear links to achievement as well, because the student does make sure that they say that they arrive at education already under-equipped to achieve. So very explicit link to achievement. We'll start to see the analysis comes in this paragraph here, because we're starting to compare the middle class and the working class speech codes. So the working class speak in a restricted code, it's context free and simplistic, whereas the middle class is elaborate, complex and context laden. We've got another explicit link to achievement again, but then we start to go into this more developed analysis by we're starting to see the impact of this external factor on the impact in school. So they say the social groups, as the education system itself operates in the elaborate code through the likes of the teachers, the exams and the textbooks. As a result, the working class pupils arrive already disadvantaged and they may be unable to fully understand and comprehend knowledge in the same way as their middle class peers can, due to being socialised in the restricted code. So we've got that lovely little bit of analysis where they are comparing middle class and working class, but then we've added the school element as well to show the interrelationship of these factors. They make it really clear that they're doing this as well, so you might want to be very explicit in your paragraph. It's argued that this is a mixture of internal and external factors as opposed to just the external, as the failure is also the failure of the education system failing to adapt to those who speak in the restricted speech code. And we end there with a lovely criticism of a lovely evaluation point. So just to make you aware of the different annotations that I've made there. So we've got the AO1 is your knowledge, your first explanation, linking it into a study. Your AO2 is your application to the class. So middle class, working class, and also application to achievement, underachievement, passing, failing, or whatever. Your analysis comes through the comparison between the middle class and the working class, and also through the interrelationship between the external and the internal factors. And your final bit of evaluation is your AO3 right at the bottom there. So in summary, this is conceptually detailed knowledge of the sociological viewpoints. Make sure you're applying it sensitively to meet the demands of the question. So be very explicit to the social group. Avoid saying this causes differences between the social classes. Be really explicit. So say this is causing middle class to achieve, working class to fail, making it really explicit, that level of achievement, and having that explicit evaluation, looking at the importance of the factors in and outside the education system, or the interrelationship. This paragraph has shown you how to do that. All that analysis is those clear explanations. So massive thank you for watching. This tutorial showed you how to write a top band paragraph and bag yourself that A grade. If you want to see the full answer, the link is in the description below. It got 30 out of 30, this student answer, and overall this student got 80 out of 80 for the full paper. Okay, and I've got a link to that there in the description below. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye.